Dale Crozier, MFL MarMac Superintendent. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. I know all of you are concerned about your children's welfare as we approach another school year. Please be assured that your health and safety of your children are of the utmost concern to us. Last week we put out a message that school will begin on August 24th and will feature new guidelines and safety measures. These guidelines were developed in coordination with the Governor's Office, the Department of Education, and the Iowa Department of Public Health. Recently, our final yet tentative Return to Learn plan was posted on the school website and the school's Facebook page and emailed at home to all families and students in the district. Today, I would like to highlight a few of the major components of our plan. Again, these plans are subject to change at any given time due to the course of the pandemic and the governor's orders. I know and I am very aware that there are still many other questions that need to be addressed. We need to lay out the major components of the infrastructure of how things look, and we need to do that first. Your building principals and staff, including myself, will continue to update you throughout the coming weeks as more information becomes available and as we move deeper into the weeds on the details. As stated earlier, school will begin Monday, August 24th. It is our intention to physically attend school as much as it is safe to do so. To ensure the highest quality of instruction, we will be using 3 learning models. These include on-site learning, where we are physically at school with safety measures in place, continuous learning, where students are learning from home via online programming, packet learning, or both, and hybrid learning, which includes both on-site and continuous learning. All work is required and graded. More details may be found in our full Return to Learn document. As we continue to move through this pandemic, we will offer on-site learning as much as possible. It is inevitable that we will experience all of the learning options as needed to navigate this ever-changing situation. As of last week, we can now also use continuous learning for weather-related cancellations for up to 5 continuous days, and it is our intention to do this. With any luck, this will be the new norm going forward from here on, and in that we can always end school much closer to the date started. I've been wanting this to happen for years. So ironically, this has happened through a bad situation. Another thing I've been wanting to have for years is online registration, and we are having it one way or another this year. Our secretarial and kitchen staff has stepped up to make this happen, and thank you to all of you that have done that. From our start date through September, MFL MarMac will have on-site learning on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday. On Wednesdays, students will learn from home under the continuous learning plan. This approach will be reevaluated at the end of September with hopes of meeting in person 5 days a week. Due to the course of the pandemic, there may be times when we will be utilizing the continuous learning model for extended periods of time. Be secure in that both on-site and continuous learning count towards our 1,080 hours of instruction, which we already exceed. To facilitate learning, MFL MarMac made the decision to use learning management systems, commonly referred to as an LMS. Grades pre-K through 3 will be using Seesaw, while grades 4 through 12 will be using Canvas. More information about using an LMS will be released soon, but essentially these are hubs to store all of our learning materials, and we will use them in all modes of learning. At this time, face coverings will not be required except on buses. Of course, this is a developing situation and could change. Face coverings are, however, highly encouraged. As guidelines and particular situations dictate, there may be additional times when wearing face coverings may be expected or required. The district is working hard to ensure social distancing in our busing and transportation areas. We are asking those who can to strongly consider transporting your students to and from school to assist our efforts. This would help us immensely in these first few weeks of school. We are also asking parents, guardians, and daycare providers to take temperatures before sending students to school. There is a brief yet thorough COVID-19 screening that we will ask all families to use to decide if your child can safely attend school in person. Again, Please refer to the full Return to Learn document for details. Among the many changes is the creation of an additional and separate nursing area in each building. Both centers will now have two nurses' offices, a well room and a care room. Extra sanitation will be the new norm. Each room will be cleaned and sanitized daily with high contact areas cleaned throughout the day. Extra staff and rearranging of current staff will be utilized to make sure our learning environment is as clean and as safe as possible. It is our highest priority to meet and honor the needs of every student. Social and emotional learning will be emphasized in every area. We will also work with families whose children cannot or will not return to our buildings. In addition to choosing the continuous learning model from home, we also have other alternative learning options available. Please contact your building principal to discuss. Special education students will continue to receive all services. Conversations regarding accommodations, modifications, and technology assistance will be held with all parties. This message is a highlight of some of our major components of our Return to Learn plan. Other plans are continuing to be developed, such as social distancing in the classroom, hallways, and common areas, specials such as PE, music, and art, recess, group learning, and more. Again, I must remind everyone that this plan is subject to change at any given time. You can be confident that all decisions are made with the health and safety of our students and staff in mind. Please mark your calendars to note our back-to-school registration will be held online from August 5th through August 11th. You will also find a quick facts cheat sheet attached to this message outlining important pieces of the Return to Learn plan. We ask that you continue to monitor our school website and Facebook page, as well as your emails, as more information will be shared. We hope by releasing our plans now, this will allow families to develop their own flexible contingency plans for their own households. We are in this together, and we will get through this together. Now is the time for understanding, tolerance, cooperation, and grace as we continue to make plans to safely educate your children. I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible on Monday, August 24th for the start of our historic 2020-21 school year. Take care, Bulldogs, and I appreciate all of you.